Hello, dreamers. Welcome to Cloudy Dreams. Relax, unwind, and drift away into peaceful sleep. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to join our calm cloud of dreams every night. Close your eyes and let yourself drift into a world that existed long before cities, before writing, before anyone had a name. Tonight, you'll step into the life of an ancient hunter, one of the people whose survival depended not on comfort, but on constant awareness. For most of human history, sleep was not the long, peaceful, uninterrupted rest we imagine today. There were no locked doors, no warm houses, no soft beds. Instead, our ancestors lived in open landscapes filled with danger: lions in Africa, hyenas in the Middle East, bears and wolves across Europe, and rival tribes everywhere. Every night was unpredictable. Every shadow carried risk. Anthropologists studying the Hadza of Tanzania, Inuit groups of the Arctic, the Sand People of the Kalahari, and dozens of other traditional societies discovered something remarkable. Our ancestors rarely slept in one long block. Instead, they rested in many short bursts, sometimes only 20 to 30 minutes at a time. This wasn't a choice. It was a strategy for staying alive. Imagine a small hunting band settling for the night. They have no walls, no shelter except a thin canopy of branches. The fire must stay lit because the fire is life. Its smoke keeps insects away, its warmth protects the young and the elderly, and its light discourages predators who wait just outside the glow. But a fire cannot survive on its own, so sleep becomes a rhythm. Someone lies down for a short rest, someone else wakes to check the embers, another steps out to listen for movement in the dark. It creates a chain of consciousness that never fully breaks. Researchers call this sentinel behavior. It means that in nearly every group of humans studied, at almost every moment of the night, at least one person is awake. This pattern is so consistent across cultures that scientists now believe it isn't cultural at all. It's biological. We evolved to sleep lightly and in fragments because deep, long sleep in the open world was dangerous. But danger wasn't the only reason ancient hunters slept in short cycles. Their days demanded it. Large prey, like antelope, elk, or mammoths, didn't fall after a short chase. Some hunts lasted 10, 20, even 30 hours as the group tracked herds, followed footprints, or waited hidden near migration paths. If a hunter lay down for an 8-hour sleep, they would lose the trail. So instead, they slept the way wolves do during long chases. In brief, efficient micro-rests. Just 20 minutes was enough to reset the mind, sharpen hearing, and restore enough energy to continue. Archaeologists also know that the nights were often painfully cold. Without blankets or insulated clothing, staying still too long meant losing body heat. Short sleep prevented hypothermia. Hunters would drift off, wake shivering, feed the fire, move around, then sleep again. This pattern has been recorded among modern Arctic communities who preserve ancient survival techniques, and it matches findings from prehistoric campsites around the world. In many groups, sleep was influenced by the moon. When the moon was bright, hunters slept even less. They used the extra light to process food, repair tools, or scout the area. When the moon was dark, they divided the night into small segments so someone could always serve as a lookout. Even brain studies support this ancient rhythm. Researchers discovered that humans today still carry the old pattern inside us. When we sleep in unfamiliar places, the left side of the brain stays slightly more alert. It's a leftover survival instinct. our internal sentinel, always listening, always ready. So if you imagine an ancient camp right now, embers glowing softly, quiet breathing around you, wind moving through tall grass, you'll notice something. No one is deeply asleep for long. Someone shifts, someone checks the fire, someone listens to a distant howl, and somewhere in the darkness, a hunter wakes from a 20-minute rest, ready to continue the work of survival. This is how humans live for tens of thousands of years. Short bursts of sleep, constant vigilance, warmth guarded, danger managed, life protected. And though our world has changed, that ancient rhythm still exists inside you. The quiet alertness, the instinct to wake at the slightest sound, the ability to rest in small moments. It is the memory of every ancestor who slept beneath the open sky. So tonight, as you listen, let that old world drift around you, not to frighten you, but to remind you that your mind and body are part of a long, unbroken story of survival. A story shaped by firelight, by cold nights, by the soft steps of hunters, and by the fragile but powerful rest they took whenever they could. 20 minutes at a time, enough to survive, enough to continue, enough to become who we are.